Hey guys, how we doing? Let's have a pup date. So I was just cleaning out the whelping box and they're just like being especially needy and sassy right now. So I thought as long as I'm in here, let's chop it up about this aptitude test that I talk about so frequently. Look at these. Who's growling? Who is that? Sassy little monsters. So here's some. There's one by my foot. One is cleaning up leftover supper. That is, so they had their kibble, and then tonight we had pumpkin. So they devoured the pumpkin. Straight up loved it. So it was just plain old regular grown here in the garden pumpkin, and I can it or freeze it, whichever. That's it. Just pumpkin, my own homemade pumpkin puree. Nothing added. No sugars, no spices, seasoning, nothing. Just, hi, sweet girl. So yeah, they're loving it. They're attacking it. Ooh. Yes, they have little attitudes and personalities already. I've said that in prior videos that I can already tell. If I hear two of them fighting, I can tell you without even looking who it is. Yes, ma'am. Hi, I'm sorry. You were pawing at me, huh? You are so sweet. And then he's sassy. Are you barking at him? Jack, enough. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And what else do we have in here? So they have an empty orange juice jug to bat around. She's just giving it right back to the house dog. Yeah, you tell him. Say, that's enough. Say, you know what? Yes, ma'am. Say, no one wants to hear you barking. They have a toy to play with. Just constant busy work in here, basically, to keep their mouths busy, their brains busy. There's a step stool in here that they climb up on and jump off of, and that's a little roly-poly one. She's the biggest of the females. She's a big girl. They're so much freaking fun, guys. I can't even. Okay, so what is this aptitude test that I talk about so much about? If you followed me for a while, you know I've done other videos on it. If you're someone that's a customer in this litter, you'll hear me talk about it a lot from day one, about this Volhard's puppy aptitude test. So it's kind of, I don't get a lot of pushback on it because I think most people understand when I explain it to them, but that is how I decide who gets which puppies. So like, if you go to the platform that I sell my puppies on, you'll see, you know, everybody's pictures, and the thing that I don't do is I don't let people be like, oh, that one, I want that one. I don't do that. Number one, if I took their collars off, they all would look the same. You would never be able to tell the difference if they didn't have collars on. So, whew, I've had to pause this twice to sneeze now. Anyway, so they all look exactly the same. You'd never be able to tell the difference. And a lot of times with the Anatolians, if they're all going to be that traditional fawn with a black mask, they all look exactly the same. You can't tell them apart. And 90% of my clients are from across the country, and my puppies are sold sight unseen. So it's also not like you can come over to my house and sit down and let the puppy choose you, and, you know, that kind of situation where a lot of people kind of envision picking out a puppy, what it looks like. So it's really up to me to kind of decide who goes where, and that's where the aptitude test comes in. So what this aptitude test is like a series of like little tests, kind of, and they have to go to a location that they've never been to. The tester themselves has to be a person that they don't know. So it's a really unbiased test. New location, new person doing the test. it's pretty neat. And there's like an assortment of things that they do. Like one of them is they have to be exposed to something that makes a loud noise. Another one is how do they react when they're held on their back? How do they act when they're like held up in the air? There's different things, and it's done one-on-one. And the person that's doing the testing, they don't have to score it or grade it. They just do the things, and then I'm sitting there watching. I'm not influencing the test or the results at all. I'm just there with like the scorecard. They come with score sheets, and I record what the puppy's reaction was. And then later I go home, I rate the results, and then from there I decide from those aptitude results who is going where for homes. Hi, sweetheart. You are so sweet. Yes, ma'am. You're very sassy, though. You are probably the sassiest little girl. So I always tell people, tell me what your dream adult dog will look like. Tell me what you want their temperament to be like. Tell me what you want their behaviors to be like. Tell me in a perfect world what that dog will look like for you and in your life, your lifestyle. And then I take that and I interpret the test results and pick which puppy is going to grow up to be the best choice for that person. Now, I can tell you, in the years now that I've been breeding, this test has always been accurate. I'll have people years later come back and be like, that puppy turned out exactly as an adult, like the aptitude test said that it would turn out. And they do, every single time. It's amazing. No, Uncle Con, the Cane Corso's out there interrogating them, antagonizing them, and they want to get out and play with him. That's always fun too. But anyway, yeah, this guy, he's probably the biggest male. Anyway, it's also very interesting to see like how differently they react. Like, I'm always really surprised with the test results because the way that I see them here interacting with each other in a litter setting, then when they get separated and they're in a new environment, they don't have their litter mates to lean on and depend on. It's crazy how, like, the test, I'm always surprised by the test. Like, we'll go into it and I'll be like, oh, that one's going to be very dominant and very, like, brave and daring. And a lot of times that one won't be. You know, somebody else will kind of be like, because they have kind of a chance to shine when they're away from the other strong ones in the litter. So, look at this face, though. Look at that face, though. So cute. So, yeah, you'll get a lot of different personalities when they're one-on-one and away from their siblings. But yeah, it's never steered me wrong. This test has always been really accurate for me. So yeah, I always tell people. And, you know, let's say, for instance, you have a really dominant female at home as an adult. The last thing that you want to do is then bring in a puppy that is going to grow up to be also a very dominant female, because then you are going to have nothing but headaches and a lot of fights. So it's important then to be able to be like, okay, I have a dominant female at home. I really want a female for whatever reason, but she's going to have to be a little bit more of a second in command kind of girl. She's going to have to be a little bit more of a submissive one. So I will help you find that. Or maybe you only want a single and you have a lot of big predation around your property that you need help with, but you only want one dog. Then I'm probably going to choose for you a male, a big male, to be fierce and protective and very imposing with his size. So there's a lot of different thoughts that go into it. I don't take it lightly. It's an honor and a big responsibility to be able to help people choose what's going to be the best guardian for them. And that's just the way that I do it. And it's, like I said, it's always worked out really well for me. So we've had our supper. We've had our pumpkin. I want to climb back up on the couch now, he says, for more snuggles. And then we're going to take a nap until we wake up and are sassy all over again. So, endless fun and adventure. And a lot of mess, but I still love it. Thanks for watching, guys.